Man finds giant snake pit and is shocked when he discovers what lies at the bottom. He got the feeling they were protecting something at the bottom. A normal working day for Kevin suddenly turned into a very special day. He was assigned by his boss to help clean up snake pits in the Amazon rainforest. Although Kevin had worked with snakes before, he'd never seen anything so special. It was immediately clear to Kevin this was not a normal snake pit. Where snakes normally stay quiet, these snakes seemed to want to protect something. So he decided not to go straight to the bottom. After all, that could quickly get out of hand. Instead, he opted for the slow approach. Looking more closely at the snake pit, one thing immediately struck him. Namely, there was a specific place where the snakes stayed and where they certainly had no intention of leaving. He had heard of a local legend, but he quickly dismissed that thought. The idea was now to get rid of the snakes, and for that they needed to be stunned. He therefore called for reinforcements. Something began to gnaw at Kevin until backup arrived. From his colleagues, he was given protective clothing and numbing arrows, which he used to stun most of the snakes. Kevin slowly descended into the pit, careful so the snakes that were not sedated wouldn't become aggressive. A snake pit in the Amazon is certainly not a unique occurrence, and Kevin and his colleagues had been working for several months to clear them out. To make the rainforest a safe place for everyone, it had been hard work, and it certainly hadn't been easy. In fact, the snake pit Kevin is working on is in the territory of a local population. Some of the locals are even threatening the company. They're doing everything they can to keep the pits intact. Still, Kevin has no choice and must do what he's been asked to do. The Amazon also contained a native tribe where humans had never been. However, the story did go around that they worshipped snakes, and Kevin knew he was an enemy to them. Still, he felt that he had to move on from the snake pit. After all, he was getting curious himself and felt there had to be something special there. More and more people saw what Kevin was doing and were curious to see what was at the bottom as well. Once he was in the well, it was suddenly quiet. In fact, everyone was amazed at what he found there. It was a huge snake in the middle of a giant bulge. It was clear that there was something in there that needed to get out quickly. After a phone call with the veterinarian, it was clear. The big snake was pregnant and could give birth any time. The large snake began to move slowly, which meant Kevin and his colleagues had to get out of the pit quickly. In the nick of time, they managed to get out of the pit, and the snake gave birth to 73 snakes. Kevin, his colleagues, and the people around the well had never seen this before and watched the extraordinary, especially happen before their eyes. It was clear that the snake pit needed to be left alone, and Kevin was told by his boss that he no longer had to do his job. Unfortunately for him, that meant he didn't get any money for it either, but he didn't care. He was happy all along that he got off unscathed.